Alright, how is everybody doing tonight? Alright, how are y'all doing tonight? Hope y'all had a good day. Alright guys, we've got your filler line, we got your folds. I left the sale price up for tonight there, guys. I'm sorry I didn't get the early lines up, but I wasn't sure if I was getting on, guys. I am not fucking feeling good. Went out and ate a little bit today, man, and of course, fucking first time I've eaten out in a while, man, and I started throwing up about 45 minutes after I ate, and it haven't frickin' stopped since, man. And I'm just feeling like shit. So hopefully we can get some early drops going here. It may be a very early one, guys. Another crazy day of games. And I just don't get DFS this year, man. I have never had a season this bad. I just cannot get my damn lineups dialed in. Oh my god, man. Man, I just cannot get this fucking season right for nothing, man. I don't know.
Here they are, first snap from the 30. Hilliard is the running back.
Sorry, guys. I mean, Najee Harris, really? You know, the guy's friggin' been getting 30 fucking touches a game. Today he gets fucking 12. I just don't get it this year, man. Seems like every damn time I play a guy, man, that's his bust day. And I don't know what is going on. I cannot get this shit dialed in. It's driving me nuts. that I am having my worst season DFS-wise by far. It's not even close. Don't even think I was this bad my first year. Come on, guys. Do we got any takers going here, folks? T. Higgins didn't do shit today. Jamar, one fucking catch. Just a brutal day all the way around there, man. Telling you, man, it wasn't nothing normal about today. I mean, again, friggin', Najee Harris got 18 fucking yards rushing. They barely gave him the fucking ball. Deontay Johnson didn't do shit. I mean, it was a horrible fucking day. I mean, again, T. Higgins had 2 catches. Chase had 1. None of the Dallas players did shit. I mean, it was an awful fucking day for me again, man. I'm like, I'm getting so fucking pissed, man. It's like, like I said, I mean, I didn't do this bad my very first year. I just don't get it. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's just because you lose your money every week or what. Versus like over a season. Seasonal just doesn't seem to affect me as near as much as DFS does, man. And it's like it's telling you, man, it's like mentally wearing on me. I keep telling myself my luck's got to fucking change, but it doesn't. And one of the things I'll tell you, back when we first started, again, we were trying to form like a players union, all this kind of shit. And one of the guys who was like sort of like just getting into it back then, this one kid, he was a bit weird, man. He's a good kid, but like I said, he was a bit weird, always had some kind of odd problem with everything, and I was going through the player rankings, and now he's ranked in the top 100. And I'm sitting here, I can't fucking even cash the last couple weeks. Yeah, and this kid's now a top 100 ranked player. I was just like, what the fuck? I was just sitting there going, what changed for him, man? I mean, he was the kid when he first got in. We were teaching and everything, and he was like one of these massive conspiracy theory guys. As much as I'm a conspiracy theory guy, this guy was 10 times worse. Again, always scraping around for entries, everything, and I don't know how the hell you go from that to being a top 100 player. I mean, just a bankroll to be a top 100 player is a fortune. And I'm just like, what the hell changed for the kid? I'm like, where did we go? I don't know if we got lucky and maybe hit the Millie Maker like 1 week or something, and then just bankrolled himself, or what the hell happened, man. But I was pretty shocked when I seen him in the top 100 rankings. Yeah, but it was a crazy week all the way around, man. I mean, again, I know you guys, not all of you play DFS. I know most of you do, but, I think 184 took the top scores in the big tournaments, and I haven't seen that in 15 years. I mean, I can't really, like I said, I can remember twice in probably the last 10 years that under 200 is actually won the Millie Maker. And both, two of them were this year. It happened twice this year. Damn, 184, man. I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, normally you're not even sniffing the top couple thousand if you don't have 220 points. This week, 184 was the top score. Come on, guys, someone get us going here. Our numbers are just not picking up here tonight again. Then I gotta say, I watched the Paul Woodley fight, man, and I don't know, man. He knocked Woodley out. There wasn't no question, man. I hate to say it on that. Yeah, I don't think that was a setup or anything, man. I think he genuinely knocked him the fuck out. I mean, if you saw the way he collapsed, there was no doubt he was out cold. Some weird plays this week with guys getting injured too, man. That kid, the tight end from the Chargers, basically routine catch, friggin' falls, whacks his head. Bridgewater, guys fall like that friggin' 100 times a game. Pretty much every damn run on a running back, falls that way. Teddy falls and friggin' ends up in the hospital for a couple days. I guess Antonio Brown's supposed to be coming back next year. Or next week, not next year. Oop, yep, we got 10 left there. Dog got us started. I had a break on the board from last night as well. And come on, guys, I left the prices discounted for today. Again, guys, those comics are lined at $5 off, folks. Take advantage of that. Because I can't keep them lined at that price, folks. Those are got to go up to $60. I said where they're priced right now. I am not making 1 penny on those things. By the time I ship both books, pay my fees, I'm actually probably losing on those. So take advantage of those comic prices while you can, folks. We broke 1 box last night. Both books were about $300 in value. One of the more even Steven breaks. Yep, and tomorrow, dog, I'll write them and let you know what they got left. Or I think they still probably have them, dog, but I think the only ones they've got are the Lunars and Speeds. I'll just double check tomorrow though, make sure what they got. But I thought they had Lunars and Speeds left, if I'm not mistaken. One good thing, and it's good to finally see him and Raw come around. Only took him friggin' 2/3 of the season. Finally starting to target the kid, you know, and he had a good day. 8 receptions, 90 yards, and a touchdown. Yeah, I'll let you know what they got tomorrow, dog. I'll probably hear from him by the afternoon or so, I would assume. And Josh Reynolds, another guy who hasn't been putting up monster numbers, but he's been fairly consistent. I almost played him instead of Landry there, but I decided to take the chance on Landry. Now I'm sort of regretting that he got 19 fucking points. 12, 13, yep, got 19 friggin' points, man. May have lost friggin' Mixon as well, man. I saw him go down with an ankle injury, didn't look good. Well, Mike Evans left the game with a hamstring injury. I didn't hear that, just read that, though. Yeah, you see, this is the kind of shit, you know, that just kills me, man. It's like, you know, I know a little bit different of a game scheme and stuff like this, but again, Devonta Freeman had fucking 6 fucking rushes for 22 yards. Over the last, like, 4 weeks, he's literally had almost more carries than any other running back or something like that. He was like number 2 or 3 as far as total number of carries and touches. He was getting like 8 fucking targets and everything. You know, today I play him, first time I play him all year, and what does he get? He get 8 total touches. You know, instead of 30, he gets 8. You know, and I just don't know why I can't get these damn guys right, man. You know, Brandon Ayuk, 2 stinking targets. Yeah, so this is why. So again, Devonta Freeman's been the man there. Now all of a sudden, you know, fucking Latavius Murray out touches him. It's like, you know, out of nowhere. You know what I mean? That's the kind of shit I can't get right this year, man. It's like, you know, again, T. Higgins been getting 10 targets a game. Today he gets 3. You know, again, Jeff Wilson's fucking been averaging like 2 fucking yards a carry. Today, all of a sudden, he gets, 21 touches and 110 yards. Yeah, Mixon got hurt. I just read that he did come back in, but then, he kept like coming in for a play and then he'd limp off and then come, and then finally they just sat him towards the end of the game there. But I got to think, yeah, his outlook for next week's going to be pretty grim. I did see Perrine on the waiver wire last week, so I actually grabbed him just, I figured, waiver wire's getting thin. So I figured I'd grab the backup for him, and sure enough, may have saved myself on that one. Looks like Jags are going to be getting #1 pick again there. I hate to say it, man, that Trevor Lawrence kid, everybody was so hot on him. I ain't seen nothing from that damn kid this year. Every time I've even watched him for a little bit, he does not look good. Here's my game against Brad. Gonna be close, man, I'll tell you that. I said I probably should have plugged Josh Reynolds in there instead of Landry, but I figured I'd take the shot on Landry. Mixon 7 is going to friggin' hurt me there, but he only got 5 out of Gaskin, so I shouldn't complain too much. Only 3 out of Carter. He's got Jeff Wilson sitting on his bench with a 19. Yeah, but I grabbed Perrine last week just in case friggin' Mixon went down, and sure enough, I might need him there. Still got Miles, but Miles is so inconsistent as well. Telling you, what might have saved me this week is fucking playing Carr there instead of Wentz, man. That 7 out of Wentz, that would have spelled doom for me. No, they took him off the list. Again, yep, they brought they took OBJ off the COVID list, so you know he's not carrying any kind of just injury distinction. Yeah, so they took him off the COVID list, so I'm just hoping Jarvis is gonna go. If he can't go though, I do got Peoples there, so if I have to plug him in, I will. Like I said, I probably should have plugged Josh in there. That would have been a nice bonus there, man. At friggin' 19. Man, and I swear to God, every fucking time Brandon Cooks is in my lineup, I get a fucking 5 out of him. Every time he's on my bench, he puts up a 20. I just don't get it. He's another guy I cannot get right to save my life. But this is my team with a bye, and again, I got lucky I caught that bye this week because, as you can see, man, I got a lot of busts in that lineup going right now. Yeah, I knew I needed that bye, and thank God I got it. Come on, folks. Anybody going to help us get this moving, man? Our numbers are not picking up tonight at all here. You know, I know Brady's playing, but good Lord. I mean, nobody's around at all here tonight. Man, they got like one person on all the channels there. That's crazy. And when are teams going to stop doing this shit, man, with Titans held pre-game meeting standing on top of Steelers logo, you know? When has that ever once worked out for these guys? It's like you'd think they... you'd think they'd friggin' learn at this point, man. Here. Here, did Jacksonville fire the wrong person? Former NFL Scott blames Trevor Lawrence. You know, I'm not saying Urban Meyer shouldn't have been fired, but I am saying Lawrence has looked like shit. They said I haven't checked his like secondary stats and stuff, but up until the halfway point in his season, he uncatchable passes. He was literally like 32 ahead of the next player behind or some shit like that. You know, it was, so, you can blame the coach, you can try to blame the receivers in this, but when you're, so mind you, that was 32 more than the next closest guy. I mean, like it was, his passes are just uncatchable. Yeah, so I haven't checked those stats in a while there, but at about the halfway point, man, like I said, he was like 32 above the next closest guy. And I gotta think that hasn't gotten any better since they ain't winning shit and they ain't scoring shit. Come on, guys. Anybody want to help get us moving here, folks? Our numbers are not increasing at all here, guys. Yeah, I don't think much. I think a lot of people still got to work this week with, again, the holiday being so late in the week. I would think, most people still probably got to work the next couple days. I mean, shit, they never, they never used to give us off until the fucking day before. I mean, literally, like I said, like the 23rd or some shit. But where are you headed to? Are you headed just like, like in-state there, Ragtag, or you got like a long way to go? Come on, y'all. Trying to get something moving here. We need some help, though. Nice, yeah. All right, bud. Yep, I'll let you know on what they got tomorrow, dog. I just know I think they were out of the eclipses though, so I think all they had was lunars and speeds. But I got to double check tomorrow. I haven't really talked to them all last week. Come on, guys. Anybody going to get us moving here? Wow, man, brutal night here again. What's happening in the game yet? Last I checked, Bucks hadn't even scored yet. Oh, wow. Evans and Godwin both hurt? Wow, man. I had no idea on that. Wide out Mike Evans and Chris Godwin were both ruled out Sunday night ahead of the second half. Yikes. Well, that makes Antonio Brown's timing of coming back about perfect. He, they were even talking about not bringing him back, but I think after tonight, that talk, I'm going to go right out the damn window. I mean, hamstring and a knee injury there. Neither one of those sounds too good. Yeah, well, obviously, believe me, man, I know about not getting much time off there. They said 1 day a week or, ain't a lot. And again, man, I went, almost 2 years there straight without missing a damn day. I mean, no, actually, I went more than that. If you count the time at the other place, so. Oh, what the shit, man. I haven't even checked my best balls yet. I was so pissed over all the DFS shit that, yeah, I haven't even checked my seasonal stuff other than the Yahoo leagues there, the group leagues. Same damn place as I was at the start of the week there. But still a lot of guys going. Yeah, one of the things I give you credit for, Ragtag, is the teaching of the young kids. One of the guys who used to work for me, this kid Frank, he became a teacher, you know, and he was one of these like, you know, like super nice, super liberal guys, really looked forward to teaching the kids and everything, and finally became a teacher. I think he was like a fourth grade teacher or some shit. And within like 4 years later, man, he went from like loving it to like, the little bastards. It was like the change was, it was unbelievable. He went from calling them little angels to little bastards in a couple of years. It was like, I thought it was funny as hell. But I do gotta say, he was at a fucked up school, man. He was at, one of these shitty South Side schools. When they're young, you can't necessarily say that, but it's some of these poor kids don't really have a chance with the neighborhood and shit. Yeah, but Frank was something else, man. Like I said, they actually bumped into him like 2 years ago or whatever. Hadn't seen him in probably 10, 12 years. Bumped into him a couple years ago at a CVS of a couple years back, and he was still teaching, which surprised me because, like I said, it was probably only 4 or 5 years into it, and he was just like, I can't fucking do this. It was just like, like I said, he was a complete different person. That's just what shocked me so much, I guess, was, just, how nice and, overly sensitive, you know, he was, I guess, and then, you know, within 4 or 5 years, he was just like, oh, fuck this. I mean, it was like his whole attitude had changed. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, when you're in the city, man, I'm telling you, it is tough. You know, even in some of these rural areas, you know, it's one thing, but when you're in the heart of these giant cities and teaching at these, you know, lower end schools, man, that's tough. But one year we were coming back from a con, me, Frank, and Jason, one of one of the other kids who worked for me, and we stopped at this like wildlife sanctuary in Ohio. You know, like it was like one of these free range places, and they actually had a baby rhino, and you know, we actually got to go up and like touch it and everything, and you know how like people like will grab an animal by the head and then go to like kiss it? You know, it was like Jason went to do that. When he leaned in, the rhino like bucked and whacked him right in the fucking forehead with his horn. You know, like it was just like a nub, so it didn't do anything but freaking practically knock him out. But Jason had this big giant ball in the middle of his forehead from it afterwards, and it calcified and it never fucking went away. It was like, it was funny as hell because I hate to say it, Jason was like a good looking, a good looking, like yuppie style kid. And now he had like this big giant bump right in the middle of his fucking forehead, man, and it looked so weird. And it never fucking went away. It was like, it like filled, like with calcium or whatever, and it never went away. He actually became an ATF agent of all things. Well, guys, I hate to say it, but I think we're probably going to call her an extra early night here, folks. No one's talking to me, and our rosters are just not filling it all, guys. I think I've got one person on all the channels. I think I'm pretty much just wasting our time sitting here talking to myself. And I'm telling you guys, I just don't feel good. You know, I love Lou Malnati's pizza. You guys have heard me talk about it a million times. One of my friends came by. Hadn't been in town for a while. He wanted to go, so we went. And I don't know, man. It did not sit well with me, man. I mean, I was fucking throwing up all day. I mean, I literally was throwing up until about 20 minutes before I came on. That was why I didn't drop the early lines, because I really was thinking about taking a night off there. Well, again, we had all done it. I hate to say it. We had all, like, he could have headbutted any one of us. You know what I mean? It was just, I don't know what, but he hit Jason, like, perfect. And I'm telling you, man, he hit this, it literally, like, made his own rhino horn. It was like, I mean, and I mean, I'm not talking, it was small either. I'm talking that fucking thing was, like, that big on his fucking forehead, man. And I mean, like I said, it literally like made his own rhino horn at the kid's head. I mean, it was funny. It never went fucking away. That was the funniest part. Was, you know, he kept saying, "No, it's gonna go away at some point, man." A year later, we were just like, "Dude, it ain't ever going away." We were just like, "If it ain't gone away in a year, bud, you're screwed." Like I said, it was the same thing. He was a good-looking kid too, man. You know, super clean cut, everything. Like I said, he became an ATF agent, and he had a big. I mean, it literally looked like he took like, you know, chopped a chunk off of a baseball and just stuck it right in his friggin' forehead. It was, it was like I said. I mean, his hairline even went like this above the bump. I mean, it was funny, man. I'm telling you. But guys, again, I think we're gonna head out. All right, dog. Thank you, everybody. I do appreciate the guys who sat with us there tonight, folks. But we just are not getting anything going here, unfortunately. From what I'm looking around, just doesn't seem to be many people around on any channels, so it just seems to be one of those weird nights again here, I guess. So I'm going to call her a night, guys, and just go relax, take a shower. So if you do need me, hit me over on Facebook, guys. Y'all should get your tracking from last night's hits. At some point tonight here, guys. Like I said, I'm just going to go take a shower, relax for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to start the shipping. You know, like I said, I've only got, the 4 or 5 boxes that we pulled this weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow, guys, 8 p.m. Central. I'll probably drop the early nines very early, guys, just to make sure that I get them up. So watch for those. Best of luck to you all in your fantasy games, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central.